Hello, friends. Welcome in. How are you today? Hope you're having a good day. Let me just double check that everything is working, and then we will begin. In the meantime, how are you? What have you been up to today? What have you been doing? Have you all survived the first day back with daylight savings? Also, you will see that in the pin message, there is a Google form. That's for this Friday. Okay, I think we're probably good to go. Welcome in. How are you today? Bear, you're first. Welcome in, Bear. How are you? Yemit, welcome in. How's it going? Thank you for checking in for Emmers also. Magical, welcome in. How's it going? Johnzo, Forced, welcome in. How are you? Have you watched any more Expanse? Discworld Elysium. It's basically what Esoteric Ebb seems to be. It's also a fun pun. Emmy, hello, welcome in. How are you? So this Friday, YV is going to be on the stream. We're going to be playing more We Were Here Together. Figured we could do a little Q&A or something, because we were going to do that last time, and then I just didn't. I didn't do any of that. So there's a Google form in the pin message. It takes you to a form. You can just throw in a bunch of questions, and then I'll pick some on Friday. I'm doing okay, Magical. How are you? Did everyone have a good first day back? Well, if you're American, did you guys have a good daylight savings day? Did you wake up on time? Are you tired? I was just going to say, I'm good, hoping to watch more Expanse tonight. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. What episode are you on now? Book tickets for the Mario Galaxy movie today. First day show, did some shopping, and now babysitting. Very fun. I actually don't even know when the movie releases, but tomorrow is also Mario Day, everybody. I saved so much daylight. I'm ready to sleep all night. I was going to start earlier, but I have just been tired, and it doesn't make sense why. It's just a single hour difference. I feel extra tired for no reason. Season 2, episode 4 or 5. Let me see. Oh. Okay. Very cool. I know exactly where you are. Pocopia, you've moved on. Did you finish Resident Evil 9? Or were you just like, I can't take this anymore, I must be playing Pocopia? How's everyone's Pocopes going? Wait, what was that too? I asked multiple questions at one time, so sometimes saying yes. Oh, you finished it. Okay, nice. I'll often ask multiple questions. So if someone just says yes, it's like, I don't know what that was too. That's so good. Did you like RE9? I think it's safe to say that's my third favorite Resident Evil. Okay. What's the first two? Out of the 16. Okay, so that's pretty high up. That's pretty high up. I feel like my initial impression when you said third is, oh, that must not be as good. But yeah, I guess if you've played a bunch of them, then Resident Evil 2 Remake and OG 4. Okay. Very cool. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I watched Daz play a bit of it. The graphics seem crazy. But yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Uncomfortably realistic. It wasn't in the uncanny valley, but I was like at the scene where the main character is out in the street and it's like raining, and I just thought the rain looked very realistic. I thought the way like reflections and all of that, like I was like, oh, this is they spent a lot of time making this part look very good. But I granted, like, you know, once you're in buildings, it's like darker and it's easier to hide details and stuff. But I was really impressed at the start. It looked even better with his gameplay because he had our good old friend ray tracing. I see. Yeah, that's fair. Jonzo, you've been playing Pokopia, right? Have you had any fun times? Part 1 of the game is a 10 out of 10 for me. Part 2 is a 9 out of 10. Okay. That seems barely distinguishable. Well, I don't know if you can tell us what made the difference. And Emmy, thank you for the 40 stream streak. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Again, today we're starting a new game. We finished Yote. Yote is done. Oh, also I platinumed it. I looked at what I needed to do. Really wasn't that much. It took me like less than 2 hours to do the plat. The longest things that I had to do were probably because of I had to look up guides to find all of the locations of things. Puzzle boxes. We missed 2 puzzle boxes. And so I had to figure out which locations we missed. One of them was literally, we must have been there, but I just didn't pick it up. So there was one that was there, and then I think it was one of the and then there was one that was not a location on the map. It was like a marked location on the map. It was in the snowy area. You would have like been on horseback or near this area, and you find 2 of the ninjas are like, they've like killed somebody and they're looting it off of them. And so anyway, I found that one. But I had to go through the guide. I had to go through each location, like, to make sure, like, okay, did I do this one? And then the other thing that took a while was well, I had to do it was there are a few different locations where if you bow or play your shamisen, something happens, like in nature. Like, it's often, if it's at a lake, there's like a little signpost, and if you bow at it, a bunch of fish will start hopping out of the water and stuff. And I had just never, I did like that 4 or 5 times throughout playing, and there's 10 that you need that are around the map. And so I had to find the rest. The first part you swap between both characters quite frequently. Part 2 you're stuck to one character, which is fine, but I completely forgot the other character existed. Oh yeah, that's fair. Nice, thank you, thank you. I was like looking at it and I was like, oh, that's probably all doable. I had to, so it was puzzle boxes, do all the shrines, which there were only like 3 or 4 that I had missed. Do the nature things. This I'm surprised and yet not surprised I didn't do this. But I needed to disarm somebody and then kill them with their own weapon. That took me a few tries. What else? I can't remember what the rest they were all very just like, again, as I was looking, there were about 10 trophies I think that I needed to complete, or maybe it was less than 10, but it was about 10. And I was like, okay, if I just knock these out, it shouldn't be too bad. And it really wasn't. Again, it only took me like less than 2 hours. What was my I don't have my controller. Can I check through my app? $55 hours. 55 hours played. Yeah, the last one I had to get was stabbing. Oh, that was one that I had to do. Also, I didn't realize, Bear, I misunderstood the trophy. I thought what it was is we needed to spear 5 fish on like a single pike. But no, it's just spear 5 fish total. I didn't realize that. There were plenty of times where we were like running around. I was like, oh, there's a fish, but I guess I need to find a location where we can get like 5 of them. But no, I realize now it's just spear 5 total fish. So that was one of the ones, and it was like, I just went to a river and was like, done. Okay. I only had 1 left. Get out of here. Yeah, there's so many flying around. Oh, because I also checked, because I think I had checked when we were streaming. There are 2 trophies that are for New Game Plus, and I thought that was a part of the Platinum Trophy while we were streaming. But after stream, when I was looking at them, I was like, oh, I think these are actually separate. I think this is yeah, they added that later. Yeah, I didn't realize that. That's why when I looked them up on stream and I was like, oh, no, never mind. We're not platinuming this. There is no way. Because I guess one for New Game Plus, there's like a special merchant, and it's just buy a thing from this merchant. Apparently he sells new cosmetics and new charms and stuff. And then it's like finish Atsu's hunt in New Game Plus, which is I would assume that's like the last mission, or beating the story in New Game Plus. So I was like, no, we're not doing that. That's silly. One of the things that we didn't do, which I went to do, is because we had completed all the Fox shrines. You have to go back to the sanctuary. I totally forgot the sanctuary existed. But you had to go back to the sanctuary, and the woman that's there gives you a fox mask as like a thank you. The fox mask was okay. I'm not sad that we like missed it. I'm not like, oh man, that would have been great to play the game with. Like, I like the raccoon mask a lot. I thought that one was kind of fun. And the Kitsune mask. Those were great. This one was like, it was all right. Like, it wasn't my favorite, so I wasn't upset. It was better than Derpy Wolf. I think it's actually kind of close to the raccoon mask, but I think the raccoon mask has... I don't fully think so. I think Kitsune mask and raccoon mask were my favorite of the animal ones. It just fits her face very well. Whereas, like, the wolf one was very derpy. And some of the masks are very, like, Oni-like, where they have, like, really bulbous features and they're kind of, like, oversized. I don't really like those as much. No. I just liked it because it was Raccoon and Sly Cooper. I thought that was kind of a fun reference. It wasn't until Madrigal actually said later, oh, I thought you liked it because of Ronnie. And I was like, I have not even considered the fact that Ronnie is also a raccoon and this is a raccoon. I hadn't even put the two together. So it wasn't until after she said that I was like, oh, yeah, I do kind of like this. This does add a little certain something, but I already liked it. I was already wearing it at that point. So, you know, I like what I like. But today we're playing Esoteric Ebb. Should be fun. There is no voice acting, so I'm going to have to be reading all of it. So there's going to be a lot of listening to my voice. Yeah, he'd been wearing it for a while before I mentioned Ronnie. Yeah, I didn't even think about it until I was like, oh, right, yeah, that does make sense. I do look like Ronnie. So there will be a lot of reading. It's not too long of a game. Part of me wonders if we can pretty much finish it this week. Maybe we'll have to do a bonus stream on Saturday or something, but I think from my understanding there are different endings, but we'll just go for one. We're just gonna... Oh, also I forgot to mark this as branded content because I was given a code for this game. Oh no, we have to listen to your amazing silky smooth voice the whole time. I don't think that's what most people think, Bear. There also... I might try to do some voices, we'll see. I've definitely stopped. Maybe for like... I don't know what we'll do. I don't know how we'll do it. I have a very okay voice. It is very nasally, very monotone, and not the most exciting. Also, I think my cadence puts people off most of the time. So, yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know how I'll do. We'll see. I know there are like... So in Disco Elysium, it's like the different parts of the main character's personality. In this case, it's like the D&D stats. I wouldn't describe your voice as nasally. You might be one of the few. I have definitely been described as nasally and been compared to Richard Ayoade, who has a very nasally voice. His voice is much more nasally than mine, but yeah, it is. A lot of people have pointed out that my voice is nasally. But yeah, I think I don't think... If it is, it doesn't really come through with the mic, and I'm kind of like a judge for it here. That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, I also have a very monotone way of speaking. I have to try to fluctuate my voice more. I've definitely listened back to streams and have been like, I definitely need to add more emotion to my voice so that there's more of a, not a lilt, right? Is that what that's called? I don't know. Through your mic, you have a nice baritone speaking voice. That's probably from my mic equalizer. I have tried to equalize my voice a bit more so that it is tweaked just a bit. You can ask Wifey. He would say my voice is very annoying. Or at the very least, he would say it's not very interesting to listen to. But anyway. Again, don't forget pin message. Fill out that form. I should probably make a command. I'll do it later. If people really want to see it, they can just refresh and the pin message appears. But there's a Google form. You can ask him questions. You don't have to ask him that specifically, but you can ask him about anything. He just hit 2 years of streaming. You can ask him streaming advice or questions, PlayStation stuff, Australia stuff, things about the trip that I was on. Anything, really. And then I'll choose a bunch. Probably won't have time for every question, but... And it's just a... what would you call that? Like a... It's not like individual... boxes. It's not individual boxes for each question. It's just one box. You can type as many questions as you want there. You can submit multiple if you then tomorrow or the next day you think of a question. Submit it again. A short answer box. Yes. So yeah, you can do that. Let's see. Was there any video game news? Oh, are there new emojis coming? Oh, goodness, that's funny. Are there new emoji about to be released? New emoji. Oh. New emojis added for those who care. Uh-oh. Don't tell Timothy Chalamet. No one tell Timothy Chalamet, but there's a ballet emoji. The face one is hilarious. Looks like there's a fight thing. Sasquatch. A rock? Mountain? Maybe it's a rock slide. Orca's cool. Nice. I don't know if you... I don't know if the Timothy Chalamet reference is went over people's heads. Apparently, I only know this because of Reddit. But I guess he was in an interview and said that like nobody cares or likes ballet or opera or something like that. And a lot of people have gotten upset. Rude, yeah. A lot of people have gotten upset about it, I guess, or just like, no, a lot of people care about it. Actually, a lot of people really like it. It may be like, you know, there's etiquette behind ballet and you know, opera stuff and whatever, but you know, maybe it's not like maybe it's not like, you know, TikTokers aren't going crazy about it, but yeah, it's still I mean, it's still a very active medium. Whatever, it's still an art form, whatever. But anyway, so people are just talking about that, and I just wanted to make a joke that it's just funny that all this is happening, and then there's a new ballet emoji. Let's see. Crimson Desert's coming soon. Let's see. You should watch True. I was gonna say, or you should watch Perfect Blue, but that doesn't have ballet in it, so never mind. So that would be very confusing. He'd be like, "Why did you tell me to watch this?" And I'd be like, "Oh, well, because it's the original." I watched it for the first time a few months ago. Black Swan or Perfect Blue? Fantastic movie. Perfect Blue, fantastic. Love it. For those who have seen Black Swan is basically a live action Perfect Blue, but in the context of ballet instead of Japanese idol culture. I'm surprised I never got that movie spoiled. It's well, I feel like I don't know. I feel like even if you, it's such a weird movie and very trippy and like, it's fantastic though. It's what's his name? Perfect Blue. What is your name? Satoshi Kon. The director is Satoshi Kon, who does a lot of weird stuff, or did a lot of weird stuff. He's no longer alive. Paprika. Which Paprika is what inspired Inception. Tokyo Godfather, Millennium Actress. I've seen Millennium Actress. I have not watched Tokyo Godfathers yet. I'd like to. Paranoia Agent. What a weird show. Paranoia Agent is also very good. Haven't seen Paprika. It's well, it's not that it is Inception. It's that there are like some scenes that are like that is Inception. It does have to do with dreams and like going into people's dreams and whatever, but it's different. That show tripped me out. I really liked Paranoia Agent. There was like an episode or two that I remember being really like scared over. But it is a very weird show. I love the intro though. There is a channel. First half of the show, very interesting, very intriguing. Second half, not a clue what was happening. I feel like I've gone through like someone explaining sort of the like, you know, I've read sort of like a explanation, but I've sort of forgotten a lot of what happens in it. There's a YouTube channel called Every Frame a Painting. I almost said a painting. And there is a really cool episode on Satoshi Kon, and it is specifically about editing space and time. And he talks about how Satoshi Kon used transitions and how he cut certain things and like how he directed his movies and stuff to tell a better story, I guess. And it's very cool. He also talks about like how some things are very doable in anime that are impossible to do in live action, like even just in terms of editing. But anyway, it's very cool. But he also he shows off like some scene comparisons between like Perfect Blue and Black Swan and Paprika and Inception and some of the other ones that have inspired the movies. But anyway, Perfect Blue is great. I like it. Very weird, but very cool. A classic anime movie. What else? Oh yeah, let me keep checking to see. Is there anything? What was the Xbox thing? Project Helix? Supposedly, Xbox has said that it's going to be expensive. Which... Aw, Jetpack Dude, welcome in. How are you? Because it's a computer. Well, probably... I mean, that's probably more like what... You're right. Like, that is... It's definitely much more of a computer than it is a console, I guess. I wonder if it's competing more against the Steam machine? What are they calling it? Good hear, hope. The same for you in chat. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Doing okay. I was thinking it was going to be more console adjacent. And if so, I was like... I think what would position them well is if it's like the price of a console. Because otherwise, why not just buy a PC, I guess? I don't know. I guess it depends on... I don't know. I feel like if Steam is making their own Steam machine and then Xbox is making something comparable, people are just going to get the Steam one. People will probably just get the Steam machine because that's like... Valve's a little bit more stable, I think. I feel like they should have gone for like it's price-wise comparable to a console. I'll probably get both. But would you need both if they're both basically PCs? I feel like you go with one or the other. Because like the Steam machine is also just like a PC, isn't it? It just feels like if Steam has exclusives. I mean, I guess it's just Steam is Steam, I guess. I mean, it's, you know, just PC. And that's right. That's fair. I forget you're also an Xbox guy. We don't hold that against you, but I forget. I just never consider. Xbox is just not even... I said I'm a Nintendo guy first. True. Xbox is just never on my, like, radar, I guess, for buying things. I just feel more comfortable with the Xbox controller and interface. Fair. me see. Any more gaming stuff? EA laid off all of the Battlefield, or not all of the Battlefield staff, but like 90% of the staff or something crazy like that, which people are talking about is very strange because this Battlefield broke records for them. So it's sort of like, if a game isn't successful enough, you get laid off. If the game is successful, you also get laid off. Which is, that's not good. It just, just feels very weird. Just feels very strange. All right, let me just... anything before we hop into the game? Again, I was going to try to start stream earlier, but I've just been going so slowly today. I feel a little tired from daylight savings. It already feels weird that like last night, YV stream typically starts at 12:30 for me, but instead it's 1:30. Yeesh. But hopefully you can get some rest tonight. Hopefully. Yeah, I don't see... I don't really see any other news. Again, I think there's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow, but it's the Mario movie. We'll see if there's anything else. I get to see more of his streams now. They start at 5:30 instead of 4:30. Ah, fair. I feel like it's interesting because it changes for people whether, like, who we see. Because for me, it's later, and there are some people who used to stay up, but now it's too late for them to see the start. I guess it's like if people were showing up at the end of stream, they'll see more. But if they were someone who is at the start of stream, they're already asleep or something. So it's time zones are weird. Especially what makes it weird is that they don't change. So that's why it's like I prefer the previous time change because it starts earlier for me. But I'll be goodbye stream streak. No, but I'll be there regardless. You guys know. You guys know. Ugh. My coaster fell. Well, what if... Oh, also, we'll start getting into the game, but, yesterday I played a little bit more of, On Together virtual co-working. We might start doing some of those work streams. We'll see. All right. So we're going to hop into Esoteric Ebb. Again, thank you to the devs for giving me a code. I do appreciate it. Hold on, it's processing Vulkan shaders. And pause. What if it just didn't work? Beep, boop, beep. Still loading, still loading. All right. Esoteric Ebb. All right. Dialogue text size. That's at 24. Fonts. We'll keep this there. Colorblind mode off. Borderless. Well. How is this game going to make me feel about myself? I don't know. This is my first time playing it. I've heard it's funny. Potentially, you know. Potentially esoteric. Maybe some ebb. It's hard to know. Okay. I don't think it's going to be as, like, intense as Disco Elysium as far as, like, the existential, you know. Might lurk for this. I've gained some interest in it. Sounds good. All right. New game. All right. So we have strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, background focus. Wow, there's quite a few, isn't there? Oh, goodness. Okay. Uses. Okay. Strength. Higher strength allows you to equip extra items, be violent and or manly, useful in encounters, religious. No. That's a typo. Or is it? Or maybe it's something in-game. Religious fervor. Aesthetic nationalism. Increased manhood. Dexterity. I wish there was a way I could just, like, click on it without choosing proficiency. With enough dexterity, you can steal anything, pick locks and sneak and dodge traps and roll initiative and react quickly as a dashing rogue. Become rich as a Republican revolutionary. Just run away, dummy. Constitution is needed for hit points. Control your body and its esoteric connection. Oh. Your political party polled 2% last week, and you don't care. Pain is good for you. Intelligence. Higher intelligence lets you prepare more spells. Think, plan, and execute an actual plan. Complete the magocratic return. Vote for yourself. Be a genius without peers. Wisdom. Higher wisdom lets you empower your spells, be kind and see the good in all folk. Egalitarian hope for the Asgalian working class. There are no big bad evil guys. And charisma. With high charisma, you get an automatic discount in select stores near you. Win every conversation, say the right thing. Say whatever gets people to like you and become an apolitical force of nature. Be arguably sociopathic. That's very funny. You can also adjust your stats. Yeah. I was just trying to read for each one. Do I want to read all of this? So we're a cleric, FYI. We're like a cleric regardless. But it's kind of like, what kind of cleric are you? Strength, become a zealot, regain your honor, set out on your divine mission. Dexterity, it is that feeling of self-preservation when everything falls apart around you. Constitution says... listen to your gut, the instinct that kicks in when you're standing at the pit. It's the voice that speaks nothing but bodily truth. Follow it, retain the mortality of fleshy logic. Simple, easy, truthful. Intelligence, simple, pure, unadulterated ego. Knowledge rules the world. Enlighten the ignorant masses. Wisdom. It is your belief in the heart of all folk to give and share what you have and be completely and utterly selfless. It's the only true road to redemption. Gods only know how hard you try. And charisma, smooth talk your way into any position of your liking. You can be affiliated with any known faction or thought. Reality is molded around your will like a chameleon. Become a social operator. Become anything you need to make everyone finally love you. You can't make your own. There are some pre-built ones. Let's check these out. The Primal Cleric. What is the nature of a man? That is high strength and wisdom. The Trickster Cleric. So this is dexterity and charisma. Don't keep your fingers to yourself. Scholar Cleric. Are their masks changing? They are. Okay. A loner, a thinker, a man of ideas. So that's intelligence and wisdom. Very low constitution. Beefy Cleric. Yes, more apples, Apple Boy. That's amazing. That is constitution and charisma. Okay. And then 10's the rest of the way. And unstable cleric. They should bow before your ego. Whoa, 18 charisma and then dexterity. That's very funny. I think beefy cleric sounds very funny to me. Yes, more apples, Apple Boy. You guys can't see it. That's what it says behind me. More apples, Apple Boy. Let's go for that. The punching bag. What is this? You're a farmer's son who grew up in the city. Of course you'd be an outcast. It took time, but eventually you figured out how to cope with it. Okay. Let's be our our himbo cleric, I guess. That seems fine. Wait, return. Oh. Whoops. Wait, why is charisma... Why are we proficient in it, and it's also our lowest stat? We'll just stick to the default. We'll just see how it takes us. I have no plans to min-max this. All right, we are the beefy cleric. 5 days until the first ever election. An explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. Not a very charming pick, exactly, but also thick as a brick, ready to face death itself. Complete your quest in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices. And remember to listen to your stomach. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play for about 5 to 8 sessions. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time. And you're a beefy cleric? All right, I don't judge. It's your character. Speak with dead. Is this just loading? Is this just like a loading screen? I think it is. Yeah, okay. Speak with dead allows you to speak with the dead. Just FYI. Do I need it? Oh, press any key to continue. Okay. Jor. Truth and nothing else, a voice declares. I still haven't seen the D&D movie. Truth and nothing else, a voice declares. What is your name? Intelligence. Success. Ragan. Doesn't sound right. No one calls you by your name. What? You're often referred to as cleric. So my name is... Yes, speak it. Stay silent. You say nothing. Another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? You are dead. Does it do... No, okay. Dead? How can you be dead? You're thinking, aren't you? Dead does not mean gone. What are you, a poet? Look around. I don't want to be dead. What's an occupation in this context? Didn't you have a job? Oh, failure. Didn't you have a job? Something really important? Your class. Tell the voice about your class. It's more than darkness. It's nothing all around you. I don't want to be dead. If you do, if you embrace it, do so. Class? What class am I? Lower class. I'm awful at everything. Brutal but true. It takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? We need to find out who blew up the tea shop. The goblin chieftain, she needs you. A tea shop exploded? Why all these questions? No clue, but you should keep him talking. What happens if I stay silent? Staying quiet causes a deep silence to fall upon the darkness until it is broken by the next question. Then the voice asks, "What is your political affiliation?" The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. Failure. It is the Asgalists. Yes, they are decent, possibly. The Free Striders, maybe? Failure. Then again, you're no revolutionary. Things just move way too fast these days. Elections are ridiculous. We failed. It hides in the back of your skull a fact that you are bound to be a nationalist. And it frightens you. The pressure. I don't know any of these words. Don't worry. It doesn't matter. Just say whatever you think will be the most useful to you. Which is, just say you're apolitical. Okay. Actually, I'm apolitical. Perfection. No one can get mad at you and everyone will love you. The voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die? Drowning in the river. Now's your chance. Break free. I fell into divinity. She took me whole. I died when he died. Stay silent until the darkness ends. I am not dead. Neat. It's got a cool cell shaded style to it. My watch. Esoteric Ebb. This is a giant lobster. Look at all those apples. I just noticed the font is different in all 3 letters of Ebb. Oh, is it? Day 1, March 22nd. ... A fresh start. Get up. Your body aches. It's stiff, as if you've slept for days. Ready for your glorious quest to continue. Let's look around us. A circular stone chamber. A storage for apples and corpses. A house of the dead. Your home. Those piles of apples. Is that Tolstad? Oh, if you click on stuff. Oh, it like... Tolstad is a sprawling island fortress in one of 5 districts in the city. It sits in the middle of River Torna, home of Jor's Pillar, a sprawling tunnel network, and Water Lane, the greatest trade hub in Ascani. You are on Tolstad now, River Torna. The second longest documented river along the coast, splitting the band of Ascani in half. The coast, also known as Jor's Realm, it is a strip of land divided into 8 bands. The further inland you go, the closer you get to the infinite waste. It is theorized to be A ring or half a sphere due to the bend of the horizon. Band, an esoteric divide, splits the circular coast of Jor into 8 geographic areas, commonly known as bands. Each band has unique esoteric and natural traits and stretches from the coast to the infinite ways. Esoteric, the magic of Jor and his strings, the coast is infused with it. Okay. Let's check our stuff. What stuff? Your hands dart around your pouch and your uniform. You take a deep breath, be calm. We failed. Your legs shake. Tears begin to form, or tears? I feel like either could work in this game. Deep breaths. Your belongings are surely here somewhere. Wait, what's this about a quest? We got a hit point. Oh, yes, a quest. Quest. A task performed by a heroic individual and or professional adventurer. You're on a quest to save the city. Earth be blessed. Earth is our god. Save the city. Do I remember everything? Yes, everything is off, but your memory is intact. Your quest was given yesterday. Remember the tea shop. The tea shop. Yep, the tea shop that blew up. Easy job. You'll be done in a day or two. A chance for redemption. Redemption? Wait, what did I do? Insubordination? Inconstancy? Light apostasy? We gained 5 XP. The words live inside your bone marrow. A quest? I like those. Good. Good attitude. There's always more around the corner, so look out. Don't want to miss any. So how much time do I have? Until the election, duh. Which is in 5 days. The Patriarch was very clear. Handle the tea shop before election day. Patriarch, a top clerical rank in Norvik, different from Lord Patriarch, which is the traditional administrative leader of the city. Only about a dozen men currently hold the rank. They manage a section of clerics, each at the towers. Clerical. Cleric, a servant of God, deeply devoted and spiritually connected, typically a divine spellcaster, given power through their deity. You must honor this request and complete this quest. Time only advances when you make new dialogue choices. Just to be clear, I need to figure out who blew up this random tea shop. More or less. But you've got like 5 days to do it, so no stress. Can I think about this first? Time is limited. It's just a lot to... You feel dizzy. The weight of Earthguard uniform. A dull pain takes hold. Earthguard. The heroes of Norvik, keepers of city law, defenders of humanity, your brothers. You require healing. You must consume an apple now. There are many apples here, and corpses. Corpses? What the hell is this place? Your skull is broken, the content whole. Bring yourself back from the brink, find solace on the path, and save the paladin from his madness. The flesh will thank you. If your stats are high or low, chimes will appear in your mind. They will suggest, inform, and offer unique paths. Trust them at your own risk. I'm so very confused. One step at a time. Get going. Oh, we zoom in. Consume. So we get feats. That's trifle. Tattered cloak. The cloak is sprawled upon the iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. Oh! It is light blue and tattered. And it was once yours. An Earthguard cloak add-on. It has been ripped to shreds at the base, but you could still use it. Charisma. Please don't. This thing is disgusting. Let's bring out the water. The filthy liquid falls to the floor and on the stony chamber. It's quite still wet. Should I wear this? No. Of course you should wear it. A hood is the perfect tool for any decent rogue or ne'er-do-well. So what if it's a little damp? You have to wear it. But I'm not a rogue. Sorry, the word I am not a rogue is not in your vocabulary, actually. Please rephrase. That's not one word, though. Well, then I guess I am a rogue. That doesn't sound like the kind of thing a good rogue would say. You reach for your fancy red pouch of holding. The cloak easily slips inside into the extra-dimensional space with a satisfying slurp. I really love my pouch of holding. Yes, you are very lucky. This kind of magic item can go upwards of 10,000 crowns. Crowns, the Norvikian crown, the coinage in Norvik. Have we clicked on this? Your home city, founded by your god towards the end of the Coast War, it is built upon several layers of ancient ruins. Of course, you don't truly own this pouch of holding. It is property of the state. Treat it as such. Shut up, it's yours. You can do whatever you want. Now, go put on your cloak and rob some people. Reallocate some resources. Equipping items temporarily alters your abilities. Right. Right. +1 dexterity, -1 charisma. Well, we'll only use things that make us stronger or incense, what? Or more charismatic, since that's our thingy. Incense easily burns spices and herbs, can be used to recover first level spell slots. I didn't realize there's going to be like combat and stuff. You stare at a blue rag. It's draped over the outline of somebody. Sir, you can't sleep down here. Ah, I see. It must be normal to take naps down here. Which sounds dumber. I guess this one. No, cold corpse, no response. I should let him sleep. He must have had a rough day. Divine Scripture. Shield of Faith. Oh, is this a spell? Spellbook. Ah. Cure wounds. Is that only something you can use in battle? Looks like it. Yeah, totally. Very, very chic. Pile of apples. What's this? Very important piece of paper. A voting card. A scuffed voting card made out to Ragnar. Oh, is that Ragnar? Ragnar Hamlin. It's from a dwarven office for some reason, and someone has checked in all 5 parties on the list. You need to bring this to a polling place on election day if your voice is to be heard. You pick up the surprisingly thick piece of paper with a shaking hand. This is your future. We gained 5 experience. This card is slightly torn and has clearly been drenched at some point. At the top it says Rostcourt in big bold lettering. 5 days remaining. Okay, good to know. We're a dummy. We're not too concerned about things. What's this? A divine shrine covered in apples. The runes, Shrine of Earth. The runes fill your senses as you approach. The color is faded, the monument is hollow, void of all life and divinity. And worse, it's covered in rotten apples. A sacred shrine left in this state. It's an insult to Earth and all of his people. These old things are still around, huh? Are these rare? Can I pray here? These old things are still around? A remnant of blindness and decay. Are these rare? No, you'll find shrines like this all over Norvik. Okay. The shrine towers over you. You feel small. To cast spells, you must first prepare them at shrines. Ah, prepared spells can be cast when the cleric has a reason to do so, either in or out of dialogues. Each cast expends one spell slot of the corresponding level. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. Ah, these are our spells. Okay. Is there anything? Money. We did that already. Oh. Okay. A great mountain of apples. Okay. We have to run ads. Is stealing from a corpse still considered grave robbing? That's a good question. If they're not in a grave, then technically no. We have to run ads though. So, friends, if you need to stand up, stretch, grab a snack, grab a drink, etc., now is a perfect time to go do so, and then we will continue this when we come back. So, BRB!
This is your time, Jetpack Gang. Stand up, move around, grab a snack, hydrate. The stream will resume in just a few minutes.
And welcome back, everybody. Let us continue. There's like a zombo or something. Hello. A guy. He looks indecisive. Wisdom tooth. We don't want wisdom. You approach a shambling man by the apple pile. He does not acknowledge your presence. He is unaware of you. Greetings, citizen. Glancing under his hood, you catch a blank expression spread upon a dried face. What is your name, sir? He does not even turn to look at you. Identify yourself, citizen. Wait, is this a zombie? Sir, are you a member of the undead? He does not respond. I found this voting card over there. Is it yours? The zombie does not even grunt in your direction. He just keeps working slowly. You grip the voting card firmly in your gloved hand. It is indeed yours. Keep it safe. You're very rude. Did you know that? I'm thinking of voting for the Nationalists. They've got a good plan for the future of the city. The Free Strider Revolution will be good for the city, I think, don't you? We need to establish an Asgalist government. It's the only way for us average peasants to not fall back into the oppression of feudalism, or that's too smart for us. I don't have a political opinion, so I guess I don't need this voting card. Scream and shout at the zombie, Agarian! We need to vote Agarian. If we don't, the earth will be salted and the land will be cursed. Oh, agrarian. That's what it is. I didn't steal a tooth. I didn't pick it up. I left it there. You're very rude. Did you know that? The zombie appears to rattle a bit. Nope. It just found another out-of-place apple. I don't have a political opinion, so I guess I don't need this voting card. To forsake your voice is to forsake your manhood. You have become apolitical. Gain 10 XP for choosing this political stance 2 times. Oh. Don't listen to anyone else. You are more than correct. Scream it at all times. People will love you for it. You are apolitical. The zombie just keeps moving apples. Am I boring you? The zombie carefully places another apple at the top of the pile. He doesn't have an opinion of any kind. Politics, it is not good for your soul. Should I defeat this zombie? Yes, it is only just. Well, strength says I should fight it. Undead are not allowed in Norvik. It says I should fight the zombies, so I'm going to fight the zombie. Yes, deal with this foul creature. Encounters are turn-based conflicts where each participant takes turns in rolling dice and taking actions. During your turn, you are able to perform 1 dice action as well as cast 1 spell of your choosing. The order is determined by an initiative roll. Don't let this shambler get the jump on you now. We roll. We got a 3. He got a 10. Huh? Be last in initiative. Done. Fight! How are you slower than a zombie? The slow zombie just stands there. No, he's reacting. It's just taking some time. Your turn. Show him no mercy. Hold up a closed fist and say, here, look at this. Then quickly try to trip him. We're going to shove him. Yay! Putting your weight on it, you push the zombie backwards. He attempts to stabilize himself while stumbling around. The zombie is hostile. His neck snaps around, the withered face now facing yours. Yeah, you've really pissed him off. You can tell since you're such a people's person. Uh-oh. The zombie bites down on you hard. The pain is temporary. The undead abomination must be apprehended before he causes damage to innocents. Does that include you? You should probably try to de-escalate. Grab him. Get his arm. Oh, we succeeded. Oh, it's a GCF 4. You successfully grab his arms. Your thick gloved hands wrap around his frail wrists and keep them stable. He's not getting away now. This ends now. Again, the zombie snaps its mouth at you. And... uh-oh. Hey, I succeeded my death saving throws. Your final chance, do not falter. Sucker punch. I failed! Knock him out. No. Your powerful iron fist seemingly gets no weight behind it. As it hits the zombie's hide, it feels like hitting a wall. Your fist cracks! We succeeded our death saving throw. The zombie appears unmoved as you stumble backwards. We gained 5 experience. It is no longer hostile to you. Did it take pity on you? You and your violent ways? The fight is over for now. Rub your hand and groan. Am I a zombie now? Oh. Hold on. If I heal... We're gonna fight him again! Dang, his initiative is high. Fight! Oh. Because I'm exhausted. We'll shove him. We failed! Natural 1! Attempting to put as much power on it as you can muster, the zombie's weight and unyielding undead thickness acts like a concrete wall. He moves not an inch. The zombie is hostile. Minus 1 HP. Okay. Surely we can kill him. Right? That's surely an option. We barely succeeded that. You successfully grab his arm. Yeah. He's not getting away. Is this just like... We're gonna try it. We succeeded with a sucker punch. Knock him out. Yes! Catching your breath, you stare at the now unmoving creature. Justice, suspense. There we go. Now go loot him. Get that fancy tooth. Okay. Now we've looted the tooth. Ooh, apples. Oh, can I eat? Apples will heal me. Just eat all the apples. Why not? An almost empty box except for a stale treat and pouch. Ooh. A cardamom treat. And money. 5 HP. We'll save that. Imported goods. The receiver is marked as HWBT. A broken sword. +1 strength. -1 wisdom. Sounds good to me. Crate of sand. Do you approach a crate of sand? Let's touch the sand. Your gloved hand trails across the surface. The sand shifts slightly at your touch. Underlined choices are more risky but might offer more reward. You dive in with your whole hand, fingers first. This one does not. Then you feel a tug, a grip, and finally a pull. Wait, Your shoulder is almost pulled out of its socket. You manage to keep it from engulfing most of your arm, but in the process, the sand grabs onto the front of your helmet. Your face is now sinking. Your head is heavy. I should give up, right? The sand will be a benevolent master. Yes, the sand is simply too strong. You grow weaker. Whatever you do, do not let it get the helm. Sure. Uh-oh. I failed. You grab the rim of the crate with both hands, but as you put your entire adrenaline-filled arms to work, you feel energy being sapped from your veins. You're being sucked out of your skin. As you keep pushing, you realize you could get out at this point. However, then you would have to leave the helm behind. Do I really need to keep the helmet on? Yes, you do. Alright, let's try to keep the helmet on. Your muscles turn to mush as you stop your struggle. We succeeded. You grab the rim of the crate with both hands. The hazy noise of a head, no longer filled with so much blood, screams in your ears. I will not die in this crate. Filled with pure fires of adrenaline, your muscles creak and your bones crack. And it pays off. Within seconds, the rock-hard grip of the sand loosens. Then it drops entirely. You swing your head back, filling your lungs with air as a trail of sand follows you. Gah! Within an instant, the sand snaps back into the crate, and not a single grain drops on the floor. You stumble back. Glancing over to the crate, you see its contents now lie still, like nothing happened. You should put on the lid to make sure this doesn't happen to someone else. Shake your head to get rid of the sand in your ears. It helps. A lot! Hey, we healed. Am I alive? Yes. Put the lid back on. You take a very, very careful step towards the crate to grab the lid, then you place it gently on top. Your job here is done. I've done a great service to the community. Doesn't always pay to be a chaos gremlin, now does it? Oh, well. We're a dum-dum, though. We don't know. We don't know better. I would like to point out that you have less wisdom than Grog. That's probably fair. I'm not going for wisdom. Enter. What's this? You can't open it from this side. I'll have to go around. Frenzy. Oh, everybody. Wham, wham. How are you? How goes it? Oh, we got, by the way, we got a code for a game that's by them. What is this? The air is cool in here. An esoteric effect. Do I go up? Do I go down? I was actually offered a code by them. A glow glass. Very common magic item. And it seems like it was a random PR email, and they were like, we have a key code from this thing. And I was like, I just played Everybody Wham Wham just the other day. Playing FIFA. Nice. Oh, I'm doing all right. Just started this new game called Esoteric Ebb. Sort of like D&D Disco Elysium. Swamp extract. What does that do? They are not mind-altering, probably. Sure. I assume we're supposed to go up. Something soft latches itself around your ankle. There is no time. It is a... Huh? Uh-oh. Let's try to avoid the trap. Natural one. It tightens around your boot. With a violent tug, you're forced to the ground, hitting the back of your head on the steps. Before you can even react, your entire body has been dragged over the edge. Flail and scream. You're falling, but not far. With a painful snap, your descent has stopped, and you're now you're simply left hanging. Seems like I'm in a bit of a pickle. You don't say. Call for help. So what's the plan here? You're going for somebody help, or just a guttural, fear-induced howl? Somebody help! Your voice echoes up and down the stone spiral. After a few seconds, it fades. No one will hear you, sorry to say. How long can I hang like this? Not long. Your skull is pooling. Within minutes, you will lose control of your mind. Let's try to pull myself up. I failed. A deep breath. You heave yourself forward, grabbing the rope attached to your ankle. Your muscles strain. Pain. Your weight is too much. You've been hanging here for too long. Groan in pain. You must try again. Your quest cannot end here. Alright, let's try to pull ourselves up. Fail! A deep breath. You heave yourself forward, grabbing the rope attached to your ankle. Your muscles strain. Too much. Blood in head. Let's try again. A natural 1! A deep failure. Or a deep breath. You heave yourself forward, grabbing the rope attached to your ankle. Your muscles strain. It's all numb. That might help. Uh-oh. We almost died. Exhaustion increased. DC is 6. We did a final deep breath. You feel the numbness spread as you heave upwards, one gloved hand grabbing the rope, then another. Through sheer power, you pull your entire body weight upwards, climbing higher and higher until you roll over the edge. Get off the rope. Your fingers dart around your ankle, desperate to remove the latched rope. You rip it off and toss it to the side. Free, safe, alive. Laugh like a madman. Your laughter rings out in the empty chasm below. You take a deep breath. Air fills your lungs. We gained 5 experience. Let's check out this rope. Extremely sturdy rope, thick, soft to the touch. You do not know the name of this material. It must be exotic. At the knots, you see a series of burned-in letters. Someone's left a message on the end of the rope itself. Behold, Bulbaslop. Kraid. A fanged predator creeping in the waters below. The rage watches you. Creepy. Let's go. Consume. Heal up a little bit. What's over here? Oh. A shard. Shard of Jor. Spend in dialogues to unlock dice checks. Okay. Oh, it's a rat. A rat. It's not really running from you. White rat, -1 charisma. You can just equip that. Also, no. It acts shyly, but approaches you nonetheless. It looks like it doesn't really want to get grabbed by you, but it also doesn't fight it. Instead, it just follows along. Sort of not very happy with the situation, but what can you do? Man, we are, I'll only use things that up my charisma or strength. Something shiny. Ooh. forget I can do this. What's this? A calendar. It's out of date. Embedded upon this altar, you see a circular stone slab. Whoever has worked this survey site in the past has attempted to place it in its natural position. It reminds you of a copper calendar, but far, far older. It's not spinning. It has not spun in centuries. Yet, moving your hand closer, you sense it. The faintest hum of esoteric power pulsing through the glyphs. It is keeping time even with its mechanism cracked. By the way, is it? Oh, okay. I was like, I feel like I'm moving this. You can just scroll. The various glyphs on the surface denote not a language, but rather sigils, it seems. Decipher the current day. You cannot do that. Oh. Yes, this is a useless piece of technology if you feel it is worthy of such a term. Okay. You could hop down here. You glance at the step. It is a descent of approximately 50 inches. Let's attempt to step down in a manly stride. Success. Taking a confident step onto the stone, you begin your descent. You close your eyes as you do in order to fully immerse yourself in the experience of changing your elevation. You are afraid. It is very steep, yet your body remains calm. 5 experience. But within a moment, you are at the bottom of the step. One goofy-looking cat, I'll say. Ooh, shard of Jor. Okay. Huh. Beside the buried statue, you see someone up on a ledge. You hear the sound of working. Grunting, clanging, and so on. A dwarf down here? Could be a trap. Hello up there. Huh? The dwarf's smoldering eyes widen as he sees you. Look, Romulus, we've got an official visiting. If that doesn't make us official, I don't know what will. Romulus Rust Monster, tame. Peeking out over the ledge, you spot an orange monster creeping about. Monster, short for monstrosity. Defined as a non-sentient creature born out of magical means, often by combining various natural beasts, or from curses or esoteric events. A rust monster. The dwarf appears friendly with it. How strange. Rust monsters are known to devour metal. Keep your distance. What are you doing here? Me? Oh, you know. He let out a smoldering laugh. A dwarf's got to have a hobby. Mining in ancient ruins is not a hobby, it's a profession. He puts down his tools and strikes a pose. Let me introduce myself. I am Axel Madsen, a dark dwarf. Dark dwarves. Derogatory term for the underdwarves. Pleasure to meet you. You're a Norvikian cleric, I presume? Yes, don't be complicated. Not just, I'm the cleric of Norvik. Well, I'll be. Not sure what it means, but it sounds expensive. It means everything. He looks around. You're here all alone? Of course. What kind of man wouldn't be lonely? Deep. Something? Then I very much suggest not going into the hallway back there. Why? It's one of those ancient esoteric traps, still functional. It'll burn your beard off. How does he know about your beard? Not sure how much experience you have with the city below the city. City below, short for the city below the city, a phrase used to describe the incredible amount of tunnels and ruins below Norvik. Lots of monsters and stuff down there, also riches if you delve deep enough. But many people who come down here, they die. Even clerics do not venture down alone. Don't you have some backup? Backup would be nice, actually. Not really. What? Then what's your goal? You cannot possibly just be taking a stroll down here, can you? I'm supposed to meet up with some goblin chieftain? Oh. You're here on business with Lady Sageleaf? Then you should go to her right away, before you end up Mimic food. Mimic, horrifying shape-shifting monster. Capable of copying the looks of any object it discovers, although with some size limitations depending on the type. If you touch it, you'll get stuck, and probably eaten. Get yourself some backup, just some friendly advice. I don't need backup. I'm really, really powerful. He shows you his palms. All right, good luck then. He doesn't believe you. But what are you doing here? Look around at his strange setup. With a bright smile, he adjusts the collar of his uniform. Well, I'm what you'd call a historian with ambition. As he says it, the orange beast sends an echoing hissing noise down the chamber. Exactly, Romulus. He does have a pet lobster. It's a monster, specifically, it says. We're here on an expedition of grand proportions to find the legendary missing mine of Tul-Amon, of Tulin cattle. Tulin cattle? That's basically what I said. Yes, Tul-Amon of Tulin cattle. That sounds like a quest. Oh, yes, indeed. A quest, your ears perk up. But just to be clear, I'm not just sharing the spoils just like that. Fair enough, treasures earned. Lost mines of Tul-Amon added. So here's the deal, I'm in trouble. His pet makes a loud belching noise. Right? He mumbles and gives the monster a pet in the back. You want to help, friend? Help a stranger? That's how heroes are made. I will help you if I can. Great. You see, there are two strange ruins in this section of the city below the city. He points at the statue. White Mane Ruins. Before the dwarves and humans and even trolls, this place was ruled by cats. The theory goes the snails of Tulin had an esoteric mine not far from the Pillar of Jor. The mines of Tul-Amon, a place of thick veins with endlessly growing amber and platinum. But the walking god of the White Mane, for whatever reason, sealed it shut at some point, according to legends. Sealed esoterically, probably since we can't seem to locate it. So you're looking for it? How can you hide an entire mine? So there's ancient snail folk and the slightly less ancient cat folk who built cat stuff on top of the snail stuff? Exactly. Layers upon layers, like a corpse cake. So what's the problem? There's no problem with this site, but I'm almost finished here, and I am unable to gain access to the second White Mane Ruins, because it's inside HWBT territory. The Halfway Bridge Tribe, commonly called the Halfways, one of the three goblin tribes in Norvik, and arguably the most influential despite their small size, led by Lady Miska Sageleaf, with their headquarters in the Goblin Garden on Tolstad. Goblin Garden, a dwarven-built citadel sitting at the southernmost tip of Tolstad. It is now a goblin sanctuary and greenhouse. Goblin. Short and green, got claws and fangs, little monsters. They've got 3 tribes in Norvik and are considered somewhat civilized. Those goblins have hired a brutish bugbear as a guard. He shivers. Horrid creature. But you're a cleric. If you can get access into their territory, then please, head south. Through the damp, high caverns, there should be a White Mane Rune at the end, a shrine probably marked by a bunch of feline symbols. He gestures towards the giant statue. Just look for big cats, essentially. What do you want me to do there? Leans over the edge. All I need you to do is to tell me if you find a symbol of a sun or two blades. Either of those and report back to me, if you're able, and if you have time. He sighs a deep, frustrated sigh. Wish I could do it myself. Darn those goblins. Got it. If I find the shrine, I'll investigate. Great. And good luck. He gives you a thumbs up. Why are your eyes glowing? Haven't met too many Underdwarfs, have you? Okay. I've got a bunch of personal questions for you. You do? Maybe later. I've got a bunch of work to finish up here. But I'll be at the Drunk Sphinx once I'm finished. Ask me there and I'll gladly indulge you. Okay, good luck. You approach the step once more. Long step. You don't have to try hard this time. I failed. Take that step again. You take the first step and then you are at the top of the step. Yay. Crushing it. What's up here? Click. You feel a pressure change. A rushing wind causes you to be pulled forward just an inch further into the hallway. Then you see something opening in the walls. Back now. We failed. You are about to be swallowed by an inferno, huh? Ah! My exhaustion is at 4. It is beating. Your heart beats fast, beating fast. Pain receptors overloaded, throat sore, scorched, but alive. The force of the fire must have sent you tumbling backwards. I could take anything, cough up blood in your helmet. Your body requires healing. Look into the hallway again. Looking back, the hallway has no marks of being filled with flames. Terrible, terrible hallway. Yay. Click. Uh-oh. I didn't know if we could just avoid it. We didn't avoid it. Well, we can use magic. Yay. Let's just use it again, why not? We don't like that hallway. Oh. I do. I have so many exhaustion points. Everything suddenly goes very, very tight. Oh boy. You've been swallowed? Attempt to move. A wriggle is all you get. There's a powerful force of pressure all around you. I don't like this. You can neither move nor breathe. This is possibly quite terrible. Hold on. Something's off here. I can't move. It's some kind of trap? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. All around you. Acidic gel! Oh. We have now 6 points of exhaustion. Keep try screaming. You cannot. Everything is stuck. Everyone knows about these. A gelatinous cube. You are statistically likely to die here and now. No, not like this. Not in this terribly embarrassing way. What kind of idiot just walks into a cube? No one knows you are here. You are alone in the cube. You can escape. You're strong enough, though, right? A man is alone. Alone you can survive. You will survive. I have a DC of 28. Goodness. You struggle against the incredibly hard mass around your limbs, around everything. Strain and push. You fight, yet your muscles give out after reaching just a little bit further. The burning continues inside and around. Uh-oh. That feeling isn't nice. The one where you're sitting, eyes fixed upon the bucket, the sour apples sticking out of it like a mountain of bad decisions. That sick and sinking feeling in your stomach. It was not right. But you did it. They told you to. 15. You ate 15. You probably knew it wasn't real, but you did it. And when you walked up to those kids at the bottom of the pit behind the hills, Central Lower School, with that bucket filled with 15 apple scrut, Dwarven slang for apple core, they laughed, they chanted. Evil. That's when you got that nickname that stuck around until your dad died and you left the hills behind. They kept saying it. When you got mad, they said it. When you played along, mocking yourself, they said it. Apple boy. Apple boy. Yet you still tried to follow them, to be nice, play nice, be a friend. Apple boy. But eventually, they just started running away. Apple boy. Each time you would try to get close, they would laugh and snicker and leave. And so the apple boy was alone until the day he died. Dissolve. Alone. Get an instant death. 'Tis an unfortunate thing, this lonely life. Though many of us carry the burden of talent and oh so much great natural power, when the cold of winter falls and the trail grows ever so rough, it is but the animal of the pack which makes it to spring. A man without a brother is but a set of bones on the road. Where does it start us? You didn't make it far last time. That's my bad. I should have made it more clear. The city below the dungeon. Well, that's more of a level 3 plus area. Then again... Oh, that's kind of neat. So this is like... The session notes is, as if it's the DM who's, like, writing the notes or whatever. I should make the city below, the dungeon well, that's more of a level 3 plus area. Then again, if you're feeling lucky, you could always try again. Your choices tonight kind of gives Keyleth Goldfish vibes. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Though I didn't really know I was walking into that, you know. She knew what she was doing. She definitely knew what she was doing there. I actually think we'll probably stop here for today, because I did start later than I meant to, and I have some stuff to do still. So we'll probably stop here for now. But we will be back tomorrow. So yes. Hopefully tomorrow I won't start as late. But thank you all for being here and hanging out with me. Do appreciate. Let's see. Before we go, that is it, actually. Or wait, is it? No. Emmy, thank you so much for the... Why isn't this refreshed? It's very odd. Thank you for the 40 stream streak. I do appreciate it. For some reason, it doesn't show me that in my activity feed. On the creator dashboard. But anyway, don't work too much. Make sure you get some rest too. I will see. I might be able to squeeze a nap in. It just depends on how much work I get done. And before YV's stream tonight, as he is playing Nuzlocke. But anyway, friends, that is it for us today. I hope you have a great rest of yours, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.